Pramit, hi, welcome to the show. The rupee has been moving a percentage point and more every day of this week. How do you read into this volatility?
Hi Manisha. I think rupee has got its own independent movement, what we have seen in last 2 weeks or so. Even that there are concerns regarding the European market and the US growth, but rupee is not affected as much as the other currencies are affected. So now the rupee is floating around on the domestic factors, and that is a good news for the rupee, because what we have seen that government has become serious to improve the economic condition. And if they take the steps, it means the rupee is going to have a further gains from these levels.
So Pramit, what's your sense or range for the coming week now for the Indian rupee?
I think rupee is going to be stagnant for a coming week as we are expecting the presidential election to be over. The interesting thing which we have seen today and in this week, that the results of some of the IT companies are not as good as expected. Still rupee managed to survive despite of the gloomy conditions in the European market, as well as the poor results of the IT company and the equity market performance. So if we leave next week apart, it seems that the rupee is going to get strengthened, and the declaration of the new economic policies or the measures by government will definitely boost the rupee through the sentiments of the investor in the local market as well as the international market. Rupee can, by end of the month, we can see on optimistic side, can even go up in the 53 levels.
Pramit, what's your sense and sense of the volumes in Indian markets really? Have you seen that decline a bit, or with the volatility you have seen that go up?
I think with volatility, the volume always goes up. But recently what we have seen is a statement coming from the government bodies regarding the abuse in the futures market, currency future market. So it means the government is giving a thought about how the currency markets being traded, and specifically the currency futures, because we have seen very frequent statements when the rupee was having 2 to 3% decline or gain within a day. So government, I think it seems like watching this particular sector, and we may see some sort of actions come to curb this sort of volatility and especially the speculative activity in the currency market. Because if you see the rupee movement in current period, it's not following any particular direction. It's purely on the sentimental basis. So that is also concern about the intraday traders as well as the other HNI investors. So I think government is looking into that, and we may see something coming into this sector.
All right, so that's another thing to watch out for. Besides the Indian rupee volatility, what steps can government take into the futures market, and of course the sentiment that is driving the rupee moves into the Indian markets as well. With that, thank you so much Pramit and Vijay for coming out with us. Completely out of time on hot commodities. Thank you so much for watching.